What's up, my YouTube people? This is my first CD pickup video of 2019, even though these CDs were all bought from 2018. But most of these CDs were made ranging from precisely the 80s to now. First, we'll start off with Obituary's Cause of Death, a very hella classic death metal album. Roadrunner Records. I feel it's kind of crazy how I nowadays feel nostalgic listening to this album, but harkening back to my high school days, listening to a lot of 90s death metal bands, feeling like I'm the most hardcore kid in school. I'm just kidding about the hardcore part. But anyways, it is a pretty damn awesome album if you're into hardcore death metal and all that shit. Next, we got another deep cut traditional metal album, and that'll be Angel Witch. I think I heard these guys off, I believe it was Ozzy's Boneyard or something like that. This album was made in, I think it was 1981. This album was released. BMG Records, these guys were assigned to. A very good listen. These guys really should have gotten more attention in their heyday, if I were to be honest. There's this badass picture of the devil right here. I'm sure that'll trigger a lot of conservative Christians. Next, oh boy. We got a lot of Sonata Arctica albums. Finally getting me some Sonata Arctica. Unfortunately, I won't be able to listen to my iPod to listen to them because the iPod jack, whenever I put the headphones in, it only works on one side of the ear and not the other. I tried it with multiple headphones. It's not the headphones, it's the iPod. Because my headphones work perfectly fine with the computer and my iPhone. But anyways, these are damn good albums. Damn good. If you love power metal, these are albums to listen to. Sonata Arctica is the literal fucking bomb. And maybe not as great as Sabaton. Sabaton, no power metal band on the planet could ever surpass Sabaton for me. But Sonata Arctica is another amazing band. Next, we got another Hammerfall CD. No Sacrifice, No Victory. Another one that's signed to Nuclear Blast Records and released in 2009. Pretty decent cover album, too. I think I've almost got their entire discography. I think there's like one album missing or something. I'm gonna have to look into that sometime soon. Next, we got another deep cut power metal band. Power metal that's in the modern age too. Glory Hammer, Tales from the Kingdom Fire. And Space 1992, Rise of Chaos Wizards. I heard these guys off some recommendation on YouTube. And not YouTube, iTunes, when I was listening to, I think it was, what was it, Sabaton was I listening to? Something else that was power metal style. Both these bands are fairly recent. This one was from 2013. This is from 2015. Both of those are amazing listens. Amazing albums. And these guys certainly deserve more attention than what they got. These guys are like killer on power metal. Next, we've got another thrash metal album. Annihilator, Never Land. We're off to Never Land. Sorry, I just had to quote Metallica right there. This one was signed to Roadrunner Records and, of course, released in the year 1990. Finally, I got another Annihilator album aside from the album Alice in Hell. Make that another Annihilate. Make that a new Annihilator album to the collection. Next, we've got Vendetta, written by Celeste. Thank you, Mark Riggleman, for introducing me to those crazy bastards. These guys are unbelievably amazing. Signed to Fontana Records. Oh, no, not that. Spine Farm Records, released in 2009. I despise that year with a burning passion, but if there's anything nice I could say about it, it's at least this album. This album is an ass kicker as well. Vendetta. Alright. Next, we've got another 2000s classic that's pretty damn popular, even outside the metal community. Indestructible by Disturbed. Who in fact doesn't know about this album at all? Perfect Insanity. What else? Inside the Fire, Indestructible. Those songs were even on Rock Band 2. Unfortunately, I don't remember having much of Disturbed outside of their 10,000 Fists in the Air songs and one song that was from The Sickness and Perfect Insanity. But all I knew is that I enjoyed the hell out of playing any song written by Disturbed. Even though singing Down with the Sickness was hella hard on vocals, which is not like new metal bands at all to have challenging vocals. Unless if I am completely numb to their talents, or oblivious to their talent, for lack of a better term. Next, we've got a glam metal classic. Finally, after going through a lot of death metal, power metal, and all that stuff, I am finally to a glam album. Debut album, Britny Fox. Girl School is the song that got me into this album, and Long Way to Love. Every time I watch Girl School, I can't help but to respect that teacher that cuts the girl's headphone wire. What do you want to do with your life? Like from that Twisted Sister, I Wanna Rock music video. But anyways, this band is like the sister band for Cinderella. Definitely check that out if you got a chance. I'm not a super fan of Britny Fox, but they are pretty decently fun to listen to. Speaking of which, next is Headhunter by Crocus. Are you ready? Ready to burn? Come on, baby. Eat the rich. To be honest, I get bored of listening to Screaming in the Night over and over and over again on Ozzy's Boneyards. So I just switched the radio. But I still love Crocus, but Screaming in the Night just sounds boring listening to it over and over and over again. I mean, it's a good song, yeah, but it's not that good. Crocus is still a kick-ass band, but come on, you don't need to spam that song so much. Next, we got Twisted Sister. You Can't Stop Rock and Roll. I'll Take You. Hey, there's I'll Take You Alive. I think Hair Metal Bernie 1016, my best friend, introduced me to that song. Actually, no, it was David Raposo that introduced me to that song through his Pandora playlist or Pandora radio that he tends to listen to. But after all, my friend Lane Chavez did introduce me to a lot of music, so you can't really blame me for crossing David and Lane as presumably interchangeable. Next, we've got another glam metal classic, Vain, No Respect. BGO Records, and another one of those late 80s albums. And this is gonna be fun to import and listen to. Laws Against Love, Beat the Bullet. Danger Danger has a song called Beat the Bullet. Go figure. And then next, we've got another deep cut. Helix. No Rest for the Wicked. Okay, Ozzy Osbourne. This is going to be an absolute ass kicker to listen to as well. I think I've only barely heard one song on this album, but based on my musical taste on a lot of deep cut traditional metal bands, I'm definitely going to get a huge kick out of this one when I import it. And then last but not least, I saved the best for last. Considering this, you guys know I'm the biggest fanboy of this band, it wouldn't be a surprise to you that I would purchase an album like this. I don't think they enhanced the bass on this, unfortunately, but I still bought it anyway because I just fanboy the fucking shit out of them. And Justice for All Remastered features their Damaged Justice tour, their concerts in 88 and 89. And all of you know that my favorite metal show pretty much in general is Metallica's Damaged Justice tour in around the world, in especially that concert in Seattle 1989 of August 30th. I even found I just couldn't stop listening to the live versions of so many songs like Blackened, Form the Bell Tools, Welcome Home Sanitarium, Creeping Death, Battery. Even Lars wasn't even fucking up in Metallica's performance. He wasn't even fucking up all that bad at all. They kicked ass to the max that night. I wasn't even alive yet, and they kicked ass in every way possible. Good lord, I always get a kick out of listening to Metallica live in 1989, or just any show, period. Well, except for parts where James can get a little bit off with his vocals in some years here and there in the 2000s, and whenever Lars can get really, really off, but sometimes I enjoy it too much to keep dabs on that kind of stuff. Just lose yourself when you go to see Metallica live if you haven't seen them live yet. You don't mind Lars fucking up at all. Metallica's too good for people to keep dabs on that kind of stuff. So hey, that's all I got for today. Keep it metal, and peace out, everyone. Space out.